Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I am Des Clark, and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. Joining me are four cracking comics. On my right, we have Jay Lafferty and Pierre Novelli, and facing them are Kemah Bob and Jim Smith. In the news this week, Francesco Rivella, the beloved inventor of Nutella, has sadly died, aged 97, after helping to create the world-famous hazelnut spread. In honour of his legacy, his epitaph will read, "Forever stored in a cool, dry place." A pair of Dame Edna Everidge's glasses have sold at auction for over £37,000. The bright pink and bejewelled glasses look absolutely fabulous. At least that's what everybody told John Swinney at First Minister's Questions. And runners at a 10k trail race in Glasgow were sent in the wrong direction by a prankster who impersonated a marshal and buried signs marking the course. Runners eventually realised they'd gone slightly off track after they passed the statue of Greyfriars Bobby. Right, you've met the panel. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Jay and Pierre, can you tell me what this is all about?
Sir Keir Starmer has said any deal
to ease overcrowding in Scotland's jails
must include Donald Trump
being released early in
Moscow. He was speaking after meeting other European leaders to discuss a US decision to initiate direct peace talks with
390 prisoners.
Well, Jay, what are you thinking? What do you think our first story is?
Is this the talks between Russia and the United States? And they did not invite any Ukrainians.
Well done, Jay. Yes, President Trump has attacked Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, calling him a dictator. Earlier in the week, Zelensky has said Trump is living in a disinformation space created by Russia. This after the United States and Russia held talks about the war in Ukraine, from which Kyiv was excluded. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has backed President Zelensky after saying that any Ukraine peace deal would require a US backstop, and that he is ready and willing to put UK troops on the ground to guarantee peace. Russian delegates described the talks as positive, although their definition of positive is that nobody accidentally fell out a window. Well, Jay, the talks are ongoing. What have you made of the talks so far, then?
Zelensky, I mean, you said there that he said that Trump lives in a misinformation space, which I think really demonstrates the political prowess of the man, because that's not the words that I would have used. I'd have been like, what in the actual spray tan flip do you think you're doing, you massive terracotta pot?
Pierre, what's your take on it? Talks have begun. What have you made of these talks then?
It's depressing. I mean, there's some talk that we'll have boots on the ground, but like we can't convince any other countries in Europe, apart from sort of Denmark and Norway, to do anything military. The Germans are never going to want to do it. And it's a shame, because after World War II, we taught them to not misbehave, but it's gone so far now. We say, no, we need your help now. This is for democracy. And they go, but last time we were in Ukraine, you got so angry with us. You know this is different. Come on.
Jim, what about you? Obviously, these talks have begun, trying to resolve the conflicts between Russia and Ukraine. What have you made of these talks?
I'm a bit confused, because it's in Saudi Arabia, right? And that's roasting. And yet they said they needed an emergency summit.
I think you misheard, Jim. It's a summit they're looking for.
Was it summit? Yeah. Right, okay.
Kima, what do you think then of the UK Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, trying to get involved, making his own suggestions of how he can help? How do you think Sir Keir Starmer is performing on the world stage?
I think it's very brave, but I think he needs to clarify a few things, you know? Like, he said that it'll require a backstop, but he didn't really explain what that meant to have a U.S. backstop. And I'm going to need him to break it down, because I know I get backstopped when I have too much cheese. Get very backstopped, and it would take an army to get me going again, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
Jim, what about you? We're talking about Sir Keir Starmer trying to be the ultimate diplomat in this situation. When have you had to be at your most diplomatic?
I was chairman of the Young Farmers, and we had a kind of conference up in Aberfeldy. And after the serious stuff, we're out in Aberfeldy and a few drinks and all the rest of it. And walking home, there was a bit of carry on. Maybe a sign got hauled off a shop or something. Nothing too bad, but I thought we'd got away with it. And then about a week later, I got the local Bobby phone me up saying, "Mr. Smith is chairman. Would you like to come up? We've got some CCTV." So I'm in the back of the police station looking at this camera, and they zoomed in. And he says, "That's the culprit there." And I zoomed in closer and I realised it was me.
So now to you, Kima and Jim, what was the other story we were after?
Is it today with early release of prisoners?
Well done, Jim. Yes, this week the first of up to 390 prisoners were released early in the latest attempt to ease overcrowding in Scotland's jails. Justice Secretary Angela Constance said the prison population was too high and the releases were necessary, while the Scottish Conservatives Justice spokesman said overcrowding was a crisis entirely of the SNP's own making. With prison beds slowly freeing up, HMP Edinburgh has now had multiple inquiries from comedians asking about availability in August.
I've been to the prison in Peterhead. Aye.
Have you?
Aye, but it's a tourist attraction.
Is that what they told you?
It's a
Come and stay for 3.5 years.
They've even got the old guy that they had up on the roof as a hostage. They bring him out. They talk him down, but they bring him.
Kima, what do you think then? Do you think this is the best way to deal with overcrowding?
Look, this is not my area of expertise. I'm going to trust these people. I don't know what to do when my sock drawer is overcrowded. It's like, do I get rid of them? But what if I need to walk somewhere nasty? Like, I don't know.
Because I'm a huge nerd with too much time on his hands, I actually looked up reoffending rates in Scotland. Like, how, if you go to prison and you get out, how likely are you to end up back there? And it's lower than I thought. It's like a 1 in 4, 1 in 3 chance, like much less for some crimes. And that says, you go, oh, well, that's 25% of them are still being criminals. So you go, yeah, but if I offered you like a pill called Bambigon, where like... And they said, just feed it to any of the BAMs you know, and there's like a 75% chance to be cured forever. You go, you're a genius. This is a medical miracle. I'm so glad that we have this.
Would that be like Ozempic for crime?
Yeah. People would say, you look great. What if you... It's Bambigon. I haven't been kicked out of a pub in years.
Love this. Great solutions. Jay, big story this week, obviously here in Scotland. Do you think this is the best way to deal with overcrowding?
No. I've got a better idea. So we had families staying at Christmas, and our answer to overcrowding issue at Christmas time is that some of them went and stayed with my Auntie Maureen. And I'm going to be honest, I think that might work. I've seen my Auntie Maureen push a cyclist into a canal because he never said excuse me to her. 2 nights with my Auntie Maureen, these boys will be playing the trombone in the Salvation Army, I'm telling you.
Sorted, Jay. I love that as a solution. Obviously, there's a bigger picture here. We need to reduce crime. Do we have any suggestions of how we do that? Jim, what would be your big plan to reduce crime?
Maybe in fact, I'd be into crime if this was the sentence. You get a free trip to Australia again. Honestly, like, bring back that. I'd be up for that. Because a wee kind of bungalow in Ramsay Street. You know, just doing at the beach, doing a bit of surfing, get the barbecue on. Sounds idyllic.
There you go.
I'd steal a sheep for that.
That is a reflection on the overcrowding in prisons and how we can sort it, and the crime issues in Scotland. Scotland has even inspired a new Stephen King film called The Berlini Redemption. Oh, it's brilliant. Andy Dufresne escapes through a sewage pipe before taking one look at Easterhouse, then crawling right back up again. Well done, Kima and Jim. Yes, you get 2 points for that. It was the mashup of the talks between the US and Russia about the future of Ukraine that didn't involve Ukraine, and the early release of Scottish prisoners. And at the end of that round, well done, the teams are all square. Now, much of our news is about public opinion, so to find out what stories people are talking about, we spoke to two friends of the show, Newsnight legend Kirsty Wark and STV anchorman John Mackay. So first of all, what do we think John is talking about here?
I'm surprised that young people are the most cautious. Didn't students used to live in that? A 3-year-old tin of beans, for example. You don't need labels. Our senses have been honed by evolution to know what to avoid. That's why I don't eat sprouts.
People are talking about like food waste and food labels and like if we should trust them or like trust ourselves. It's really deep, actually.
It is deep, and it's the right answer. Well done, Kima. Yes, indeed. Research suggests that widespread confusion over food labels is causing unnecessary waste, and that the problem seems to be especially marked amongst younger adults. Do you stick to best before dates?
Oh, I try not to. I'm a big sniffer. I think you gotta sniff. I think you waste less food sniffing, you waste less water sniffing clothes. You don't have to wash everything every time you wear it. You know what I'm saying? I know when it's time to wash a pair of pants with a good sniff. And I think it's important at this point to state that I mean the American pants. Okay? But yeah, I'm trying to sniff my way through life, man.
Can I just say how much I would love it if the Prime Minister had to start a campaign to get the nation sniffing in a sort of attempt to reduce food waste?
In our household on the farm, it's not food being too old. It's actually food being still pretty fresh. I mean, a lot of the stuff I ate, I was talking to it in the morning. What kind of soup's this, Dad? It's Margaret's soup. She's no laid an egg for 3 weeks. She's had it.
Well, there you go. We're talking about these best before dates and whether we're overly cautious. But when have you gone too far? When have you eaten something really dodgy?
I try to stay away from things that are dodgy. I never know until it's too late, until I'm trying to do a 1, but then it turns into the kind of 2 that you feel in your knees. You know what I'm telling? You got the shakes and the quakes, and they're just sitting there like replaying the past 24 hours like, what was it?
After a night out, I did have... I ate a pizza on my own where it was a doner kebab pizza, which is the full doner kebab on top of a pizza that already would have been too much. I wouldn't count this as food poisoning, but I was like bagpipes all night, you know. Constantly expelling air, but somehow never deflating. Just
I think the dodgiest thing that I've consumed recently is a couple of weeks ago I bought a Gino D'Acampo frozen lasagna. I'll be honest, I'm no saddies going.
Yes, over-reliance on food labelling is the right answer. Well done, Kima and Jim. Over to you now, Jay and Pierre. It's your turn. What do you think Kirsty is talking about here?
I love the ingenious contraption at my primary school in Kilmarnock. If you were badly behaved, you couldn't run around the playground because you were put in stocks. Now, Saturday detention, that would have been absolutely fantastic. It meant that I wouldn't have to play hockey.
This is about school detentions, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the right answer. Well done. Yes, specifically, a head teacher in Wales has been dubbed as the head from hell by the papers for his decision to introduce detentions on Saturdays. Alan Ebenezer was also... That's the guy's name. If you laugh at him, you'll be in detention on a Sunday as well. Alan Ebenezer was also critical of what he called a culture of hiding behind words like well-being and mollycoddling children. Old school discipline, of course, included the belt, the cane and doing lines, which were also the entertainment at last year's Tory party conference.
There's some crazy things that are happening. Like my little boy, he's only just in primary 1, but he's had a couple of reports back. And what I didn't realise now is school report cards are collaboratively written between the child and the teacher. That's mental. You need proper 80s school report cards because now they're having to use coded language and you get the report card home and you're having to try and figure out what that teacher meant. So just in case you're coming against this, I'll give you some, right? So Chris has so much potential means, but we've yet to discover what that potential is. Taylor is very active in class discussion. Taylor never shuts up. Sarah has a great sense of social justice. Sarah's a wee grass.
Kima, what do you think? Are the kids nowadays too mollycoddled?
I gotta be honest with you, I don't know any kids. I'm not out here hanging out with children. Sometimes children try to hang out with me. I say, scram.
Was it different for you, Pierre? What was discipline like when you were at school?
It was pretty strict. I think it does work if you inspire fear in teenagers. I think it doesn't work on little kids, but teenagers maybe need some fear. We had a teacher where you'd have to line up outside the classroom in silence, and you'd have to be silent for a full minute before he'd let you in. Stand behind your chairs, permission to sit down, permission to take off jackets. At the time, we just thought he was insane, but I think as a good disruption strategy, he would make us do earthquake drills.
Where did you go to school?
This is on the Isle of Man. He would slam his hand on the table and go, earthquake drill, and all the kids would have to get under their desks.
Times have changed. Jim, what about you? Dare I ask, what was discipline like when Jim Smith was at school?
I loved PE and I loved playing football. That's all we did was play football. And some of the town boys, the gang for Blair, they were misbehaving. And the teacher went, right, any more of that, and for the next month, we'll not be doing football, it'll be social dancing. And everybody went, oh, but me being a truther, I'm like, yes, get in! Bryn's real going now, come on.
Love that. Kima, have you done any social dancing?
No, and again, I gotta say, darn it.
Jim will teach you the strip the willow. By the end, that's not as dirty as it sounds. It'll be fine. Absolutely fine.
I want to do the Kaylee.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Are you kidding me?
Aye.
Okay. Sarcasm removed. I'm trying to get into it.
Oh, cool.
Do I have to go to a wedding?
Well, that can be arranged.
I knew this team would work. I knew it.
Anyone out there looking for a wife? I'm single and I need a visa.
Yes, a new type of school discipline in Wales was, of course, the right answer. 2 points go to Jay and Pierre. This is Breaking the News from BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who's in the news. So I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So Jay and Pierre, you're first this time. Who is this?
When I started as a chorister, it was just great fun, and I loved the idea of, even then, of the dramatic shape of a piece of music.
So I think this is Edward Gardner, and he's been in the news because he likened to singers of an Italian opera house to warring mafia families.
Yes, Edward Gardner, one of the world's leading conductors, has apologised for comments he made during an interview in which he likened Italian opera singers to warring mafia families. In a statement issued by the Opera House, he said he wanted to sincerely apologise to the members of the chorus of the San Carlo Opera.
I had to issue this apology, but what they didn't tell you is he made it while he was dangling out of a top-storey window at the time.
Jim, I'll bring you in this one. What about this, what we're hearing from Naples? What do you make of the conductor's comments?
I've also woken up with a horse's head in my bed, but that was some night.
Young Farmers again, was it?
Aye.
I'll bet. Kima, what about yourself then, hearing these comments coming out of Naples, the world-leading conductor Edward Gardner? What did you make of his comments?
It's not nice. You can't say whatever you want about Italian people, especially not in the voice and not while doing the hands.
I don't know where we move on from that, but anybody fancy some Dolmio? So obviously we've got the conductor now completely rowing back in his comments, understandably so. What is something, though, that you've said that you wish you could take back?
Sure, I can make it. Probably like 80% of the time I've said that, I've immediately gone, I don't want to leave the house. But now I've promised to leave the house later. So yeah, just that. I'd like to take back about 8 out of 10 of the times I've said, sure, I'll come.
But we are glad that you did turn up here today. Jim Smith, what about you? What is something that you have said that you wish you could take back?
Probably inviting Kima to a Young Farmers Ceilidh.
Come on. I want to know. Show me the culture.
Yeah.
I had a bad experience when I went to see the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. I got chucked out for shouting, "Do the Hovis advert!" Yes, well done. 2 points go to Jay and Pierre. That was conductor Edward Gardner. Right, it's your turn now, Kima and Jim. Who is this and why are they in the news?
All I need to do is put on a black leather jacket, a pair of too tight jeans, and I'd start to worry who I was going to hit and who I was going to have an overcomplicated relationship with.
That's a good old Ross Kemp, baby.
It's the right answer. That is a brilliant shout. Well done, Kima. Yes, it has been nearly a decade since we last saw EastEnders Grant Mitchell in Walford, but now Ross Kemp is back in his iconic role as part of a week of special shows to mark 40 years of drama on the square. Grant Mitchell, of course, has a special place in EastEnders folklore. He is the only character to feature in more than 50 episodes who hasn't ended up married to Ian Beale. So, Kim, I don't know if you've seen much of EastEnders whilst you've been in the UK. Are you pleased to see Ross Kemp back, marking 40 years of the show?
Oh, man. I can't even tell you how pleased I am. I shouldn't try. I love it. I love EastEnders. I love Ross Kemp. I know a lot about both of those things, and I'm so glad to see him still going strong after 40 years. You go, girls.
I'm not sure she does know a lot about Ross Kemp.
Yes, queen.
So, what about you, Jim Smith? Are you a fan of EastEnders, and are you pleased to see Ross Kemp back for 40 years of EastEnders?
I was down in London last week, actually,
Ooh.
at a Farmers Awards thing, so it was rough. I was worried because it's rough, tough, just for watching EastEnders. Even the water's harder. At least EastEnders is proper Cockney actors.
Yeah. Cockney, mate.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely, beautiful. You're not
Okay, so you guys can do it, but when I do the Italian one with the hands, it's bad.
We'll take it to Pierre. What about this? Are you pleased to see Ross Kemp back to mark 40 years of EastEnders?
To me, Ross Kemp will always be the sort of egg-shaped man who tries to befriend actual criminals as part of his documentaries, who sort of insists on sitting opposite someone terrifying in Brazil and saying, "So is it true you do crimes?"
I was much more a Phil Mitchell than a Grant Mitchell, because I had a lot more in common with Phil, because he's a ginger, he's got a drinking problem, and he slept with his brother's wife.
Soap opera hardman Ross Kemp is the right answer. 2 points go to Kima and Jim. It's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
I've got nothing left.
That was Brendan Rodgers there in the 94th minute of the Munich game. No, of course it wasn't. It was EastEnders' longest-running star, Adam Woodyard, a.k.a. Ian Beale. Right, fingers on buzzers, teams, and here we go. 37% of people over 50 feel what? Pierre.
Unease at the enthusiasm for the assisted dying bill.
Great shout, but not quite the answer we're looking for. 37% of people over 50 feel what, Kima?
Like really tired all the time.
It's not that, but it's very accurate. 37% of people over 50 feel what? Jay?
Is it their knees?
37% of people over 50 feel what? Jim?
Is it a doctor's finger?
That's got to be right. Come on.
The answer we were looking for is this. 37% of people over 50 feel that society thinks they're not interested in or capable of romance.
I've got nothing left.
Oh, there we go. That's the klaxon. Adam has wood-yatted. It means it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Kima Bob and Jim Smith. And commiserations to Pierre Novelli and Jay Lafferty. And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. Recent research published by the Northern Ireland Assembly indicates that the country is the least diverse part of the UK. This is following a census which contained only one question. What school did you go to? New Zealand has been ridiculed for its new Australia-aimed tourism slogan, "Everyone must go." Scotland had much more success attracting Aussies with their own three-word slogan, "Bar staff wanted." And 2 metal detectorists have unearthed a hoard of 15th century coins in the Scottish borders. The treasure hunters found the stash in a hedge, alongside a couple of empty iron brew bottles and a scud mag. The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye!